So, this is a reading from Relax, You're Gonna Die by Tai Sheridan. So, the entire of my spiritual practice has been contemplating death, to the point that my teacher reminds me to look at life and to live, and not just to think about death. But yet, death as a contemplation does lead the spiritual seeker for truth into reality. The reality that we think nothing happens or everything is annihilated at death is not true at all. And lately I have discovered that using techniques or any techniques at all to contemplate away the fear of death does not work, because that act of contemplating itself is but a consciousness, and the fear of death is also a consciousness. And as the Buddha taught, all consciousness dies. I had realized that about thoughts and thinking, that they aren't real. Thoughts die, just as the thought of myself who exists dies. I just realized the consciousness itself that is conscious of death, the fear of death, the consciousness that wants to get rid of death, the consciousness that wants to soothe away the fear of death, they are all death. And so I thought it apt to begin with this chapter, You are death. Everything comes and everything goes. This is the law of reality. Gathering storms turn into shapes. You give it a name, like cup or body. It lasts a second, an eon, 13 billion years. Then it parts like a wave from the shore. A strange voice in your head tells you to aim at some ideal state. Strong, true, kind, perfect, creative, loving, which is stupidity that will drive you mad and keep you from inner peace. You can't achieve any state that lasts, especially relaxation. So the best you can do is return again and again to that which will sustain and regenerate presence, vitality, love, generosity, breathing, living, dying, which allows you living to the max, being yourself and nobody else. Then you are ready to die. 1,000 deaths each day, and celebrate the joyful spring while mourning autumn leaves and winter's chill. You are life. You are death. You are you, and you are cosmos. In this knowing, you can stop calling it yourself, calling it by any name. In the silence of your inner heart, the mystery magic of living, dying, being. Your destiny is to sit in the theater, watching the movie that you will never completely understand, which makes it a sacred blessing for which you can offer up your thanks and the whole of your life. Death, the great leveler. The desert fathers gave up everything to live in a cell in a hot desert. The Benedictines chant Vespers while the rest of us are sleeping. Zen monks walk through morning shadows without a trace of themselves. Rumi Hafiz Kabir, lost in aesthetic poetry, Whitman pounded the ground with the cacophony of body-love humanity. You have longed for truths heard. Why keep them distant? Why put your peace in another's hands? Give up everything, which doesn't mean sell it or go broke. Just stop your death grip on people, places, things. Stop claiming things as yours. It's just another way of avoiding death, the great leveler. Death is an invitation to simplicity. Simplicity is an invitation to clarity. Clarity is an invitation to relaxation. Relaxation is an invitation to presence. Presence is an invitation to living. Living is an invitation to death. Death is an invitation. The only way to learn relaxation is to learn how and when you tense up and forget the why. Catch yourself stumbling into tight shoulders, clenched fists, sucked in belly, gnarled forehead, headaches, heartaches, backaches, bone aches, muscle aches. So many things make you want to shout, I can't stand it anymore. In this tension is your death, which is an invitation to relaxation, which is your life, which is your rebirth, from now to now, from frozenness to suppleness, from rigidity to softness, from you to everything, from ego to Buddha, from a complicated, confused existence to a simple, alive, flowing life. The philosophy of death. If you want to relax in the dream of living dying, consider your philosophy, because it keeps you stuck insane or free happy. Your fear of death keeps you from being truly alive. So why not embrace dying? Your fear of life keeps you from jumping in with both feet and experiencing the infinite array of your own potential. So why not make room for the totality of you? Scrambling after wealth, fame, love, all the goodies you think will make you happy is a death sentence. Why not grab the key hanging in your brain hard, on a tree moon in a child's face? Bathe in the fresh night breeze. Breathe out until there is nothing left. Allow the gap to close between your living and your dying until you are set free to roam. Green mountains, walk city streets, sit still in a rocker as the lights dim in the magic of being.